Prince Harry could rock up to Buckingham Palace with a camera crew in town, royal expert says. Royal expert Russell Myers appeared on Lorraine earlier today to discuss Harry, said nothing is off limits for Duke of Sussex, 36, who is making documentary. He suggested royal could arrive at Buckingham Palace with camera crew. Prince Harry will visit the UK with a camera crew until later this year to film his new Netflix documentary about the Invictus Games, a royal expert has claimed. The Duke of Sussex, 36, who is currently living in his $14 million mansion in Santa Barbara, announced earlier this year he is making a series for the streaming service which will follow competitors around the world training for the games at The Hague called Heart of Invictus. And sources have now revealed Prince Harry is due to return to the UK for the documentary in November to visit an army base before meeting the Queen, 95, telling, "Our understanding is that the Duke of Sussex will be accompanied by a small film crew in order to allow the public to see the hard work involved in planning these games." Speaking of the filming with Christine Lampard on today's Lorraine, royal expert Russell Myers said, "Imagine him popping up outside Buckingham Palace with a camera crew? Will we see Harry back with a camera crew in tow outside the palace? You never know. Nothing is off limits with Harry." It has been reported Prince Harry would fly from California to the UK to film the upcoming documentary. Sources said he would take a film crew employed by Archewell Productions to visit participants at Stanford Hall, the Army's rehabilitation center for wounded soldiers. He will then pay a visit to his grandmother, the Queen, before flying back to his home in California. Appearing on Lorraine today, Russell said, "He's obviously signed a big money deal with Netflix. One of these documentary ideas that he came up with was having a camera crew create a documentary about the Invictus Games, the fantastic sports event which he created in 2013 which have gone on to be a huge success. It's a fantastic initiative for injured servicemen and women of getting out with the power of sports and a global phenomenon." So, will we see Harry back with a camera crew in tow outside the palace? You never know. Nothing is off limits with Harry. The documentary Heart of Invictus is part of a £100 million deal struck with streaming giant Netflix last year. It will be directed by a British documentary Orlando van Einsiedel, whose team won an Academy Award for their short film The White Helmets and a BAFTA for Virunga, another documentary, set in the Congo's Virunga National Park. A source said, "The Duke of Sussex will want to make sure we are ready as the last games were cancelled because of COVID. We are hoping that the situation in April next year allows the games to go ahead as planned." In Holland. The Duke, who will appear on camera and be an executive producer, has been living in Montecito, California, with his wife Meghan since last summer after they both quit as senior royals. Netflix said the couple would be producing content that informs but also gives hope, from documentaries and scripted series, to features and children's programming. Talking about the new show today, Harry said, "Since the very first Invictus Games back in 2014, we knew that each competitor would contribute in their own exceptional way to a mosaic of resilience, determination, and resolve. This series will give communities around the world a window into the moving and uplifting stories of these competitors on their path to the Netherlands next year." As Archewell Productions' first series with Netflix, in partnership with the Invictus Games Foundation, "I couldn't be more excited for the journey ahead or prouder of the Invictus community for continuously inspiring global healing, human potential and continued service." Heart of Invictus will be directed by Orlando van Einsiedel and produced by Joanna Natasagara, who previously worked on Oscar-winning short The White Helmets together. Harry will appear in the show and will serve as executive producer on the series.